therefore, without any further ado, I would like for us all to welcome our next City Councilman, Mr. Jim Duggan.
Thank you, Mr. Trester. I have no idea who that man was. No, I'd like to thank you all for being here tonight. Scott, thank you. Jim, thank you for that. Mayor Leopard, I really appreciate you coming up here. I think you've done a fantastic job with the City of Dallas, and I'd like to give you a round of applause. About 6 months ago, I had a meeting with a few of the community leaders and some friends, and they asked me, they said, Jim, would you consider running for City Council? We think that your community service and business experience is something that we need on our City Council. They shared their concern with me about losing Gene Callison's experience and possibly Harry LaRosselier. They felt that someone was needed who had the experience that could step in and fill the role they play immediately. Before I decided to run for City Council, I met with various community leaders, friends, and had a lot of good meetings, a lot of insight, learned a lot about the city. They suggested that, they encouraged me and suggested that I run. And then I got up the courage and I talked to my wife, Susan. After a few more discussions and a few gifts, she graciously blessed me with her approval, and we agreed that it was something that both of us wanted to do for our community. So thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. The reason I'm running for City Council place number 5 is because I believe that the business experience I have will add to the level of diversity we have on our City Council, and I can add value to the city and make it a more meaningful and better community. I wasn't born in Plano, but I got here as quick as I could. I moved here in 1996. Plano is the #1 city in the Metroplex. It had the best schools, the best housing, and the best quality of life. Plano's one of the safest cities in America. I believe all of you are here or moved here for similar reasons. I want to keep Plano great. I want to keep it the city it is. In order to do that, we have to make Plano a proactive city. We need to find new ways to do new business. Our City Council, Mayor, and our new city manager, who is probably announced right now, are going to have many challenges over the next few years. I think those challenges can become great opportunities for us. Some of those opportunities include the revitalization, the redevelopment of our older areas of our community, the promoting new businesses, both large and small, to locate and grow in Plano, and then to manage our city's resources so that we can enjoy the quality of life that we've had for the past 20 years. In order to do that, I think a city councilman needs to have certain characteristics that are essential to serve. One of those is they must have proven business experience. Over my career, I've managed and financed over $800 million worth of real estate projects. I own a small, successful business in Plano. I think they need to be able to communicate and understand the needs of our citizens and our stakeholders in the city. For the past 30 years, I've been developing relationships, long-term relationships, with businesses, community leaders, and citizens. The third characteristic I think we need is that you have to have some leadership and a drive for public service. For the past 5 years, I've worked on the City Council, and the last 4 have been the chairman of the Planning and Zoning Commission. Did I say City Council? It was the Planning and Zoning Commission, and 4 years as its chairman. In addition, I serve on the board of the Boys and Girls Club, which is near and dear to me, and have served as the chairman for their One campaign for the last 2 years. So I'm willing to accept the responsibilities of the city councilman and hope that you'll support me. I need to win this race, I need your help. I'm going to ask you guys to do 3 things. 1, I need your vote. I ask that each of you go out and contact 10 people that aren't here tonight and ask them to vote, preferably for me. And lastly, I ask that you commit your time and effort to our campaign and volunteer. There's a number of ways you can volunteer, and I'd appreciate if you guys could help. And then finally, I'd like to thank my wife, Susan, my campaign committee, and all of you for being here tonight. And again, please vote for me. Thank you.